Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Kenya Wright, the founder of Butterfly Earthworks. This is my first ever Instagram Live, so bear with me as I've never done this. I just launched Astral Authority, which is a new group coaching program that I've been developing in the cuts with my one-on-one clients last year. I'm super excited to share this offering with you all. I've been coaching since 2020 and teaching since I was a kid. And this course, Astral Authority, is by far my favorite offering. And I just look forward to teaching it over and over again through the years. I know that there are probably a lot of you who would be 100% down to join us if you knew and understood what it is. So I'm going to be doing these lives to share my understanding of these wonderful concepts, to answer questions from the chat, and really express why I'm sharing this magic with you all. I don't know how to turn on notifications for a page, but if you are curious about Astral Authority, get these notifications on so you can see the lives and get your questions answered. The curriculum, if you will, is rituals. Ritual stands for Reiki, integration, tuning intuition, underworld womb ceremonies, ancestral communication, luscious lifestyle and how to establish that. And this one's probably my favorite, shamanic journeying. So we'll start with the first letter today, which is Reiki. And I'm going to share what Reiki is and why it's a part of Astral Authority. So here we go. Reiki was created by Mikao Usui in 1925. Hello, Riley and Shields Pro Movers. Welcome. Reiki was developed in 1925 by Mikao Usui. It is a system for inviting happiness. He was a Buddhist and he received this transmission of Reiki during, I believe it was a 21-day meditation on a sacred mountain in Japan. Although Mikao was Japanese, he did not view Reiki as a closed practice for just Japanese people. It's a practice that anyone can learn regardless of cultural background, ethnicity, or spiritual beliefs. He was very open with his students who wanted to pass it on to their communities, and in that way, Reiki has been able to spread worldwide. So what really is it? Reiki is spiritually guided life force energy. It's considered to be a purple or soft golden light that can be channeled from the cosmos through your Sushumna, which is your center energy line, and then through your hands for physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Reiki tends to your energy field, so we all have an aura around us, and it carries the weight of our life experiences and the generational experiences of our ancestors. So with a daily Reiki practice, we can clear out that aura over time so that our resistances to experiences that may be transformative and or our deepest desires or our attachments to self-sabotage and negative behaviors, that all starts to melt away so that we can attract those deepest desires. It's a system for inviting happiness, so you'll begin to see and take responsibility for the internal and external circumstances that are blocking you from happiness. And I just find it to be a beautiful, nourishing practice because it's not about perfection. And it's more active than traditional meditation. It doesn't require you to sit in silence and pain for years in order to improve your life and your consciousness. You get to develop this wonderful relationship with your hands and your body and your chakras, as running the Reiki allows you to tune into your body and your senses. And in that way, your intuitive senses begin to develop as well. I have a very active mind. I know it's a part of my human design and my astrology. I'm a Virgo rising and a 5/1 manifesting generator, and they say Virgo is like the most anxious of all the signs. I haven't been diagnosed with ADD or executive dysfunction, but when I look up the symptoms and I see all the funny TikTok and Instagram videos, like, I'm experiencing a lot of those things. And so for me, it can really help for focus if there is some motion. And when I'm tuning into the position of my hands and visualizing the energy moving, it keeps me entertained pretty much while also experiencing the brainwave shifts that come with traditional meditation. So that's a little bit about what Reiki is. In the course, you'll receive your level 1 and level 2 attunements. There are 3 levels to Reiki, and I will be teaching that level 3 master teacher course in 2024. With levels 1 and 2, you will establish your energy healing foundation. You'll learn deeper ways to ground yourself, how to do treatments on yourself and others, how to charge crystals, food, your house, your money, anything with Reiki, how to develop a daily practice that works for you, that you actually look forward to. You'll learn how to do distance healing and open up portals. This is energy, it's magic, so you don't have to be physically present to provide this support. All of you will receive your Reiki 1 and 2 attunements, and that ceremony will be a distance ceremony. And we'll also be practicing Reiki on each other at a distance since it's an online program. So you'll really experience that power of distance magic. Hurtado Home says, I'm also a Reiki practitioner level 2. It's miraculous and I highly recommend it. Yeah, good to hear from you. And I'm assuming from your name that you are also a builder. And so I just love that there are us builders who are really weaving together the earth and construction and also the energy healing, because to me, they just feed into each other endlessly. And it's really great to see them work together. So the way that I understand Reiki attunements is it's like your body is a radio, and an attunement is going to turn the dial in your body so that you can receive and carry the frequency of Reiki in your field. So that's a lot of the what of Reiki, and here's a little bit more on the why. Why am I teaching it? Why is it the first thing that we do in Astral Authority? And what challenges can it support for you? Reiki is a firm foundation to hold you and provide grounding for all of the other magic you're going to learn and experience in this course, and hopefully from other teachers as well. Okay, Elizabeth is an earthen builder. Awesome. Nice to meet you, Elizabeth. Grounding is so important to help your body integrate what comes through in all of the ceremonies that we're going to be doing and just generally in life. And I will talk about that more in the live about integration. But it's really this awesome foundation, and miracles can manifest simply with Reiki training alone. Once you become a Reiki master, your sensitivity for developing your own system of manifestation increases tenfold. It was night and day for me. And actually just 1 month after receiving my Reiki Master Attunement is when I went on The Price is Right, and I won a car, a phone, a curling iron, a smart alarm clock, phone sanitizer, all these wonderful prizes. And I'll probably do a live at some point that talks about the medicine journey that being on The Price is Right was. Because best believe I was using all of my magical tools to ensure that I walked away with what I came for, and that's what happened. And that experience is really helping me to just stabilize my dreams and my business and my lifestyle here in Costa Rica and all of these things that I've always wanted. So here are some reasons why my clients have been drawn to Reiki: wanting to be more gentle and have less anxiety. I can speak to this personally, as Reiki has shifted my experience with anxiety, because I had absolutely no idea that the majority of my anxiety had to do with not being grounded. Our bodies are electromagnetic. The sun is electric and the earth is magnetic. So we can care for our body by receiving sunlight and charging our electricity, the actual electric current that's running through all of our bodies. And then we have to ground that electricity in the same way that, your electrical system in any house or building is going to be grounded. We have to ground that electricity from our bodies and receive magnetism from the earth. And Reiki is one of my favorite ways to ground. Yes, you can put your bare feet on the earth, or lie in Shavasana, or do a grounding breath work to actually ground your energy. And the way that grounding looks like with Reiki is you're moving the energy in your body from your head to toe as you lay your hands on different points in your body. And when you're running the Reiki on your feet, after you've gone from head to toe, you have really had an empowered and precise way to direct excess energy from wherever it is in your body down to your feet and then to give it back to the earth. Sometimes when I'm feeling anxious, I'll just run Reiki on my feet and that spinning energy will ground. Even if there's still fear and uncertainty that I'm feeling, the episode is much gentler when you have Reiki as a resource. And it's also incognito. You might not have the privilege to lay down and put your bare feet on the ground when you really need that grounding, but you can always run Reiki without drawing attention to yourself, especially because if you really needed to be on the down low, you could just do a distance healing on yourself. One of my favorite places to do Reiki is on an airplane. The recycled air, the cramped space, the distance from the grounding earth, like all of that messes with my system, and that experience can really be softened when running Reiki. Folks learn Reiki from me because they want to build discipline. Reiki is a daily practice that is accessible, it feels good, it helps. So for me, especially since my biggest challenge when I started was being grounded, I dedicated myself to my daily practice in a way that I haven't with anything else in my life. It's been almost 2 years now since I received my Reiki 1 training, and there's probably only 5 days in these past 2 years where I haven't ran Reiki. And it's not always long, sometimes it's just a couple minutes, but I always like to give that gift to myself and to just keep clearing my field over time. A lot of my clients come to me not because I've been sharing about energy healing. I mostly post about construction, but because they've been able to witness my energetic shifts over time from following me here on Instagram. And they reach out with curiosity about how I can be of support to their journey. And what ends up happening is I tell my stories about how I came to certain decisions, why I left the US, why I started building houses. And what comes out in all of these stories is a deep relationship with my intuition. And I've always had that since I was a kid. But I would say my relationship has probably deepened about 500%, where it's not just like random when I get the downloads, but I can actually, through the ceremonies that we'll be learning in Astral Authority, I can go very, very precisely with something that I'm wanting to work on or something I'm wanting to call in or a decision that I want to make and receive answers that end up being right in line for me every time. And so folks come to me wanting to develop that for themselves, and Reiki is absolutely my favorite foundation for this. Once we get into the shamanic journeying and the womb healing ceremonies, Reiki is going to be that grounding practice that helps you to integrate what you experience there. And also, when you have that training to be a practitioner of energy healing, whether that's actually your desire or not to practice for other people, you're going to have this level of sovereignty and awareness and an expectation of integrity for other healers. And the way that I show up to massages, to ceremonies, to therapy, it's all shifted. And I come to it with increased sovereignty and advocacy for myself because of the things that we'll be learning in Astral Authority. Astral Authority is a program for developing spiritual sovereignty, and that doesn't mean you can't also be a part of a spiritual community or faith that has a more ancient lineage, whether it's Ifa, Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, Hoodoo, Voodoo, Santeria, like whatever it is, you can still very much be a part of those lineages and also shift your perspective and experience to being one of sovereignty and empowerment, and to learn these ceremonies and practices that you can do no matter what level you are and whatever faith that you practice. These are things that are just going to help you love on your body and nourish your spirit whenever you want or need to. So, if any of this information intrigued your curiosity, pegged your interest, as I think that's what the saying is, head to the coaching highlight on my profile, click apply now. You'll see my Calendly schedule, book a free call with me, There's about 5 questions about your intention and what you're looking for, what you're seeking from this program, and then of course your contact information that you'll fill in. It can just take a few minutes if you wanted to. And, if you'd rather start this whole thing off with a whole ceremony and meditation around your intentions, that's great too. But the application is not meant to be something intense or scary. It will just share your heart for why you want to join Astral Authority and let me know if it's really a good fit for you. It's a very small group, and I will always keep this class small so that everyone gets the attention they need, because it is an investment and it's a transformative journey. A lot can come up to be cleared, and I want to hold each and every one of you in that process. It's not for everyone, and that's okay. So let's check in first to make sure everything is in alignment, and then we will get started in May. Early bird discounts are active right now till the end of March. So act now, save your seat, get your cute little payment plan together, and just get excited for this incredible journey that we're about to share. So thanks so much for watching, for listening, and being open to what I'm putting out in the world. Our next live will be about integration and how we will handle that throughout Astral Authority. I hope you have the most magical day, and I will hear from some of you soon.